You're entering a no judgment zone. The following show is real and raw, and everyone is encouraged to speak their mind. This is the Immigrant Experience, a program we hope will have an impact on the future of newcomer immigrants and Canada at large. An open platform, one that welcomes everybody. This is the Immigrant Experience. And now your hosts, Emmanuel and Ruben.
Hello and welcome to another amazing episode of the Immigrant Experience podcast. This is your co-host Ruben and
Emmanuel Dualai Koko, your host. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Immigrant Experience podcast.
Yeah, and just like other days, we are blessed to have an amazing guest in the house.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't need an introduction.
Oh yeah.
Nathan, welcome in the building, and thank you, man, for accepting to talk to us.
Welcome, Nathan.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. I saw this guy on somehow his feed came to the Instagram page, and I was like, holy crap, this guy. You have to come to the podcast.
Oh yeah. That's exciting. Yeah. Ruben, you're always very active and very engaged in the community.
Oh yeah.
That's something very interesting and lovely to see.
So thank you so much, man, and thank you.
No, man, thank you for having me. You know, we have a crazy background story right now. So I'm still in shock over here. Over in the kitchen.
We get to that.
We'll get to it, but that's man. I'm happy to be here. I love everything about this place, and just hearing my people. I can't wait to get into it.
For sure,
that's exciting. Yeah. Okay, so I'll start nicely and passionately. Well, we know who you are.
Yeah.
Okay, but now we would like our audience and our people watching to get to know who is Nathan.
Who is Nathan?
Mm.
What do they know about Nathan? Nathan's born and raised Ottawa musician.
Okay.
My background is Eritrean. Both my parents come from Eritrea. I've been making music for God knows how long. Releasing wise, I've been on all platforms since 2018.
Oh, okay.
So I have about five projects out.
No way.
And in the past 3 years of doing projects, so we've been working hard. Now I'm working on my sixth. I make a lot of R&B, hip hop, and I don't know. If you want to get to know me on a personal level, I like playing video games.
Oh wow!
I like playing basketball. Today was a sick moment. I just started getting started on the piano.
Oh, cool! That's amazing, man.
On the keyboard, I got it. Best purchase of my life. $30 on Kijiji.
Oh yeah, Kijiji is always the best spot to get good stuff. Ruben, I told you that, eh?
Come on, I don't even know I'm sponsored. This isn't even a sponsor. I just went on there, and $30 got a keyboard.
That's amazing. And is someone teaching you or just
YouTube? YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. You can always learn everything. YouTube University. I always say that. You can always learn everything and anything on YouTube.
Emmanuel opened my eyes whenever we're having something, and I'm like, oh, maybe we should get a sound engineer. Like, have you checked YouTube?
Yeah. And guess what? We always find the solution on YouTube. So there's always someone who's done it already. Yeah. That's exciting, Nathan. So at what age did you realize music was your calling, or music is something you wanted to do?
I had issues with my confidence coming up, so it's hard to say when. Because deep down I knew, but it took me a second to really come to my forefront and know hey, I could do this, you know? So I think I was 13, which is close to 10 years now. I just dropped my first song on SoundCloud, and it was just low key because my brother made music, right?
Yeah.
But then I think it was when 2017 I went to LA. I know it sounds corny because the whole LA.
Oh, you went to LA.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
Yeah, man. My friend, he actually got signed to Sony Records and a boy band. And especially in Ottawa, there's this big stigma of you may not go anywhere. Like,
oh yeah, there's a big stigma on that. I feel you.
And so it's funny enough, he's in LA and no one even knows that he, like a lot of people know, but like, they still sleep on the fact that he's from Ottawa and he's successful. And so seeing that first experience for me, like living, doing his thing, music, I really like, and I made a really good song that it's at 96K on Spotify.
No
almost
way.
at 100.
That's amazing, man. That's
That was
amazing.
my first ever song.
No way.
Like on all platforms. So
What's the title of that song?
Mad at Me.
Mad at Me.
And then I ended up throwing my other ones on platforms because they were just on SoundCloud. But, so yeah, that whole experience, I got back home, was graduating high school, and like, yo, like, what's gonna happen for me next year? University. I still went to university.
Okay.
But of course, I don't know. That's it. That trip.
And it's very funny on how you're even praising your first song. Many people that do music and stuff, whenever you ask them of the first song, they always, hey, one of them is here. They're like, oh shit, you don't want to listen to that shit.
Well, usually because your first songs are not always the best. And plus, you haven't mastered the craft. You're still.
There's only a few people who like get it right.
Yeah, you're still. Well, usually no one gets it right in the beginning. That's the honest truth. You got to learn and master it.
100%.
When you learn, you master it, then you get it right. But that could still be your beginning.
Yeah.
So it's about making sure you've mastered the craft before putting it out there for audience. I feel like that's a big part that many upcoming artists miss. That the arts, the process of creating the art is not just creating when you have the idea, putting it out there. It's having it, perfecting it, like mastering it, then putting it out there for public consumption. Then that way you have the real impact.
Certain things you can't fake, you know?
Exactly.
So that's what it was. And my older brother gave me a lot of those lessons because he was like, no, like it's like school, you know, like you gotta study it before, you know. So from like 2013, like a SoundCloud track to all my songs on platforms like 2018, that's a lot of growth that I was like just keeping low key and
that's something
I took the song down. Like I took the song down because I was like, it's so bad. You know?
You had no confidence and all that. I did that. I've taken down songs before. But what motivated you to start music? What's your biggest motivation?
I didn't know what I was gonna do. It's the only thing that made me happy, man. If I'm being honest, like just in my weeks, basketball was fun. I used to play that, but like for real, like my happiest days are in the studio or like just like learning something musical. My dad, like we had a lot of music in the family. Like he just played guitar and all that.
So your dad was
he was
guitarist?
No, he wasn't even a guitarist.
He just loved playing.
He just loved playing for us and stuff. DJ'd a bit. So.
And you talk of your brother being an artist. Is he still doing art, like music?
A little bit. Shout out Spooks. Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. He'll come back. Spooks, you gotta show them. If
they'll come back, man.
They're gonna come back strong.
But
he's taught me everything. Like I know. So I mean, like when you see me, like you see him. You know. That's really good.
You always have to have someone that you look up to, and or someone who got you to fall in love with music.
So maybe to those that don't know this, which school did you went to? Like high school, and even university if you went to university.
So I graduated at St. Matthew High School in Orleans. East side of Ottawa. And I'm in a limbo right now at Carleton. And I'm studying communications. So
that's amazing.
It's been good. COVID really slowed down my process. When I caught COVID, that's why I was like, But then I got distracted, and now I'm like, God, should I go back? It's tough, man. But
it's not.
But it's good. Like school will always be there, and you can, of course, go back
you can always. It is what it is. Tell us a little bit now about your music, like your music in general. What have you been up to musically? The songs you've released previously. What's been your height so far with your music?
My height?
Like what have you been?
The biggest moment. Or
moments, biggest moments you've experienced so far, like things that motivate you to keep doing it.
Oh, that's a good question, man. And like this summer, I just dropped a project, like celebrating my first award as Artist of the Year by Faces Magazine.
Oh, I saw that, man.
Yeah, man.
I saw that, man.
Like that, that recognition.
That's really exciting.
Thank you, man.
That's really exciting.
You had so many people that voted for you.
Yeah,
And freaking got it. That's a big thing, man.
I want to know who nominated me in the first place.
Cool.
Like that's the bigger thing, because I've always acknowledged like my fans. Like, I have like a small group that really like love my music. You know? But I always say thank you, because it's like I just love it. Yeah, I love them, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just like, damn, like recognition in the city. I thought they were sleeping on me. I thought
And that gives you it gives you more confidence. It boosts your belief in what you're doing. And it makes you realize that people are actually listening.
Maybe taking us back to how you got nominated. Do you know who nominated you?
I still don't know.
How did you discover your name is there?
I got an email. Because I guess they reached out through, I put my email on my platform.
Yes.
I got my email there, and I thought it was fake. I was like, haha. Yeah, that's cool. Like, nice one. You're not going to give me $10,000 through my cryptocurrency. Like, come on. I thought it was some weird thing like that. So, and then I heard of the Faces magazine before. So when I really read it, I'm like, whoa. This is a great way to start the year. I found out in like January, right?
Yeah.
And then there was voting for the whole month. I told all my people, I'm like, yo, this would be sick to me. And like, I don't really ask for much. I just love to like just give you some value in my music. But like, let's go crazy, you know? That'd be a sick moment. That'd be a sick moment. And it was. And anyone that's listened to the tape, we can experience that memory. Is like, I'm just trying to make that with like the people that like feel what I feel in my music.
That's a really good point you made. Tell us a little bit now more about this EP or the tape that won this award.
I think it was an Artist of the Year.
Artist of the Year. Yeah. What category did you win?
Oh, I won the art because there's like singer, there's like hip hop, like there's like rappers, but then there was just like a musical artist. That was it. For 2022.
And how was the experience? Were you invited to like a red carpet moment?
So due to COVID, there was no celebration. But
come on, man!
And it spoiled it because not spoiled it, but I wouldn't have known because I just would have been nominated, gone to the ceremony, and then it would have been like, wait, you know?
Yeah, I know, man.
Which is nice, you know. But it's okay. It was still the same feeling. I was on the Rideau Canal. I was just skating, and then I got the notification. I'm like,
you didn't break your leg.
Stop there, man.
But that's really.
Then because of COVID, did they like mail the award, or you had to pick it somewhere?
Just picked it up in my mailbox,
man. And did they even have like a virtual celebration?
No. I think. I saw that as well happen before.
We had a lockdown during that time, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just get it posted to you, and
you know that suit, man. Have to be.
I know that would have been
well, I guess
the whole moment, you know.
You just post photos and probably thank you message to your fans.
Yeah, that was really it. Like,
and it's good that you even did a project thanking your fans for like winning the award.
Yeah, of course.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, so
and it's very funny on how maybe you can go to the story on how nature brought us together.
Me and you? Oh my God. We right now?
Yeah, sure.
Man, so I come here, I'm like, so I got a call from you, and we were talking about the podcast. And I thought it was volunteer work because I'm working for a nonprofit right now, and this nonprofit helps with like youth mental health that are going through just really rough times, whether they're like hurting themselves or hurting like other people. You know, I just want to make sure they're good. And I help on the communication side, so that's the social media and all that.
Cool.
And I was amazed by this job opportunity because I just got a call one day from a guy named Ruben, you know? And I'm like, okay, Ruben, like, thank you, man, I appreciate you. And he directed me like from one place to another. I was so confused. And then even with that call, I thought it was my workplace calling me because I heard Ruben, and I was like, oh, but no way, like, you know, I was like, oh, my bad, bro. Like, I thought it was Ruben, another Ruben I know.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy, because, like, and I didn't think that they would be the same people.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Even me, I didn't know.
Oh, true.
And so, yeah, from there, I come here. It was a funny, like, thing. Like, oh, 2 Rubens I know in the past couple of months, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then, yeah, man, I walk in here, and he's telling me that the work that we do, and, like, just the way that there's a lot of art being funded, like from the government and stuff like that. Like a lot of things are being funded right now. And one of them was SPCO that's doing a great job. And he said SPCO, and I'm like, I walked out.
Kudos to SPCO for the amazing job they're doing.
Kudos to Ruben.
It's
Yeah, well, yeah, he's directly into that. So
no, not even that. Like it's funny how, like, we talk on the phone and happen whatever happens before, and idea, like, out of nowhere, I saw his page on Instagram, and I was like, yo, this guy's doing a lot of things, man. And with, like, his art and stuff, like a good way to, like, meet him in the podcast and talk about this. And when we meet here, I didn't know this is the same person, man. We talked sometimes.
We had phone calls.
We didn't even know we had phone calls.
Yeah, we had phone calls. I'm like, I heard the newborn in the back. And
And he's like, oh yeah, you have a newborn. Yeah, I have a newborn here.
That's how I verified if it was him in the kitchen, because I was like, you just had a baby. And he said, yeah. And I'm like, nah, this is too crazy. Because, like, especially for my work, like, life, like, because I work 3 jobs trying to get this music right. You know, I'm trying to get this over with, like, so I can just stick on it. Where was I going with that? You know, like, just all these jobs, I don't really like to relate my music to it.
Yeah.
Because I just try to be more professional there.
Exactly.
It's just work.
And lots of people, artists can relate to that, because you have to have multiple stuff going.
And the fact that they're coming together right now. Huge.
It is. But
Another topic on a separate note. Like, youth mental health.
Yeah.
Especially, like, the immigrants youth has 100%. Been a real issue. Like, given that you're working in, like, you're seeing those things at your workplace. What, like, do you see somehow music can help? Not like forcing everyone out to be a musician, but pretty much using art and music can be like a way to help this situation.
1000%, man.
Oh, yeah?
1000%. Like, speaking from experience, like, just like the pandemic and everything, like, not being able to make music, especially going through like just times, like, and it feels like yesterday, but it's really like a few years ago, like, where like things were happening externally, family matters, you know, like, you're losing people, like, things are, you know, and especially for, like, immigrants out here, like, we don't get to talk, like, I'm not an immigrant, but, like, my parents, like, it's hard to talk and such.
You're second generation immigrant.
Exactly.
And most immigrants, it's even impossible talking about these things, like talking about mental health and things like that.
So having that outlet of, like, how you want to express yourself, your language, like, not like English, it's like your personal language, how you want to deliver it, like, man, it's so liberating, you know? That's really how, that's what keeps me in a good place. So,
and how was the experience, like, when the lockdown happened? I suspect, like, you didn't record any music for that period. Were you going to studio at that time?
Well, the thing is, like, at that time, I didn't know how to do anything myself, so I had to go to studio.
Okay.
And now, so I was finding apps, like, on my phone, trying to do my best. But my producer obviously wasn't trying to catch anything, and we're trying to abide by these rules. And police, just like safety in general, you know, we're scared and all that. And then even catching COVID before the vaccine, like, like, when it was early, really early. Man, like, it's tough, man. It's so tough.
My brother here does music too. And
and many stuff too during the pandemic.
And many other kids in the community, like, newcomers are coming in music. I know, like, what's your targeted audience? Is it the Eritrean immigrant community or the entire hip hop community?
So I don't want to I don't want to stick with the whole hip hop thing. I think there's a special place for me and my people right now. Like, I have this performance the beginning of September at the Recipient festival in Ottawa.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be great. Like, I think it's long overdue because the organizers have been like waiting and like waiting for the right time. And right now, as of right now, I'm not tapped into it yet. I'm more just like club and like patio, like things like that. Like, on the more R&B, and it's usually targeted to like youth, like even like I just went and performed at St. Matt's after like 5 years. Yeah, they called me back. They called me back.
Yeah, it's an honor always going back home, like where you started to do it. It's always.
And was that like in the fall or last year?
This was a few months. This was just a couple months ago.
Oh, that's great.
And
graduation, I suspect.
Fashion show. It was just
like a fashion show.
Yeah. So
that's amazing, man.
And the kids were vibing to your stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, it's crazy because when I graduated, they weren't even at the school yet.
Oh,
so
true.
Now that I'm like 5 years later, there's a whole new wave that still passed down the message of, I guess I did something there. You know?
Well, good ads live on.
Yeah, man, and like that's my audience, like, cause that's real love. Like, I get there,
that's what I mean.
Like, I know they're on my side.
Yeah, where you start is always an honor to do that in. Yeah. I can personally say that I feel like when you can have that room where you can just express yourself and people connect with you like personally on that level, particularly like the younger ones. 100%. It makes you feel, it makes the music, the arts come alive. It makes you feel like this is why I do this.
Yeah. And maybe a question on your music. Where do you see yourself in the next, let's say, 2 to 5 years? 2 to 5 years? No more jobs, just music. I just want to, in 2 years, in 2 years, I don't want to be working.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. And I just want to put all the effort in music and stuff. Do you think working and like doing music at the same time is pretty much losing on some things?
Well, who's gonna pay for it? Exactly. And if you don't work, then you can't release it.
Yeah.
So you're stuck in this thing of like, I have to accept that this journey is gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna be sticky. It's not supposed to be easy for you right now. Like, hey, bro, like, just hang in there. That's all I'm saying, bro. Just keep it pushing. So, and like, it shouldn't be comfortable. And once I'm still accepting that. Because doing the things you don't want to do, even though you should be doing it. That's what I'm trying to be on right now. And
that's amazing.
That's actually very cool.
Given that you've been in the music industry for pretty much, I would say, a long time, 5 years, 7 years, more than that. And there've been issues with the youth involving themselves in music in the city. Like we've lost one kid here, another kid has been gunned down and things like that. How do this news get to you? How do you react to this news?
These are when the music scene's small, so small in Ottawa. And I mean that in a good way, and in like what could be a bad way.
Yeah.
When it comes to violence and like just like gun violence, like everything, like mental health, like just stability in general. People are trying to do things just to escape reality. And the way I hear about it is like a friend of a friend. It's like, it's like damn, like and then another friend of a friend.
Yeah.
And now it feels like these are my like if it wasn't. Like a lot of people have been so close. Boom. Like like I don't know. I look up to them and like these things hurt because it's as if that could have been me. But obviously, like we do need some more outlets. We do need we need space. We need places to be, things to keep you occupied, things you're passionate about that you could do for free and have especially as a youth, like you don't have experience to work and like you try to catch a couple bucks, you know, like what would you do for it? And you're just doing it to do the things that you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, why can we just have people to give the youth that, like,
an opportunity,
you know?
Yeah.
So over the years, the pandemic, it's been hot, but like it's tough, man. Like we need more. I can't lie.
Yeah. I personally always think like there's a great need of like to try to find ways to promote so that like the kids, like the youth who are into music, also start getting something out of it. Mm-hmm. Like you find youth who are into music and like for example, simple common sense. If I'm a little bit famous on let's say YouTube and Instagram and here, do you think I've accepted a job at McDonald's?
Nah, like.
Do you think I'll work at Tim Hortons? Like that limits me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Ottawa's favorite artists are doing.
Yeah.
That's literally.
Yeah.
And they have to hide it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's
so I think if there's a way, and that's why I like what like Ottawa Mike. We were talking behind the scenes, like the Ottawa Mike. They
oh yes.
music industry condition they're starting. Like just to impact youth, and maybe you should have someone from Ottawa Mike one day here. Just come and explain to people how people can sign up to become member of the organization and like what are the strings attached, what do artists get out of the thing.
I think Ottawa has them, but a lot of people are just not aware.
Yes,
and that's like just like I just found out like half an hour ago, right?
Yeah,
and I'm so excited to take a look and see what they could do for anybody that is taking this seriously and wants to, just do what they love and be free.
Yeah,
that's very challenging. Yeah, you have something. Go ahead.
I think my biggest follow-up question would be on the role of like yourself being an artist. Mm-hmm. Do you think you have like you have a role in like mentoring other kids who are doing art in the community? And if yes, do you have some whom like you're coaching at this time, or you're trying to like lead them, showing them the way, how you went through your sharing your experiences with the others and things like that? Right now,
it's hey, I would love to have somebody right now, but I don't even think I'm ready for that. Like, as much as I could show you so far. Mm-hmm. But I mean, as for right now, I'm just trying to do things like very intentionally because I know that the ones that I think are watching are not watching, and the ones that are like vice versa. So yeah. I hope that whatever I'm doing is. I'm just trying to be me and bring that energy towards me instead of trying to be like, hey, like I got the hack, People so many years in this game are still figuring it out and it's evolving. But right now I just think me, like I don't consider myself like a role model for anything like that. Mm-hmm. But if you could see me do me and do what I do best, that I hope that inspires.
Oh yeah,
that's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, that's amazing. You talk of people doing like I also know people who have been doing music ever since I came to Canada, and they've been doing music like 10 years before I came to Canada. Yeah. But up until now, you just see them on the street. You're like, holy crap! Do you think like the music industry in Ottawa, especially? Yeah. Like, do you think there's a there's a way to like get into the mainstream here in Ottawa? Or
hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna show you.
There's a way. Well, there are lots of people who have done it.
They have.
Who literally have. But when they do it, they are successful. They leave.
They go to other places.
Yeah, you move to somewhere which is bigger. Ottawa has less than 1 million people, or about 1 million. People. That's still not big enough. The cities with 4 or 5 million people, 8 million people, like California. That's why people would move to LA. They have like 16 million, 24 million people in New York. Mm-hmm. So you can't match that. Just your city alone is a country. South Africa is a country in Africa. Yeah. Many countries. So it gives you an upper advantage when you have that.
100%. Just engage, like enough engagement and all that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like you said, like, the people that see it, they see it in the moment, but then they're gone. Like, and then it's like only the people that saw that moment happen, like Belly, and but now there's like, so. But now if Belly was still here, it would be a lot more different conversations than like who like is like Ottawa, the Night Lavelle going up and like, but
Yeah, I know a few really good artists that made it big. We had a big song, made it, and just left. So, on to you, I would like to know what are some. Just give me like 3 barriers and 3 solutions you think artists in Ottawa face, being an artist who was born and raised here. What are some barriers, 3 barriers you think artists face, and 3 ways you think these barriers could be overcome?
Ooh. Oh, between 1 and 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like identity, you know. Especially me, like.
Yeah, he has more than 3. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm an artist, so I know. I just know because I feel like that gives him a room now to work with.
Yeah, man. Identity, you know. Just trying to figure out like who you are. You know, it's so many things go into it, and it's the small things.
You're right, but when you talk about identity, I feel like that's a very vast.
It is.
Area, I know what you mean, because at some point you realize, okay, who am I making this music for? Who's my audience? I'm in Canada, and the whole world is in Canada. So who is my audience? So I do traditional Afrobeats as well. I do French music. I do English music. I do Pidgin English music. I do both. But so that identity, you struggle finding it, and then you put all of them up and say which one people like the most, which one is mainstream the most. So then you're like, oh, okay, should I do more of this? So then that's a very good point you make. And most artists I speak to, they struggle with finding that identity where
balancing.
You see them one song, one EP is Afrobeat, the next one is hip hop, the next one is reggae.
Exactly.
Because they're trying to please, and they have not found that. And when you don't have this identity, it's easy for audience and people to see it. And usually you lose that credibility very quick when you do not have any of that. Yeah, so that's a very good point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You said it best, man.
I understand. I do understand exactly that point, but that's a really good point you made. That's first,
Yeah, there's DJ Nicky Ghost.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when he told me, he's like, man, like I see so much potential in you. One thing don't ever forget is you do it for you first. If you stop doing that, you it's over. You know?
You always got to do it for you.
Always you.
And
first.
sometimes you might not be you. You might be all the ladies around you you're trying to please.
Exactly.
So that you is an ego side of you. As an artist, I understand this.
I'm speaking out of experience.
Yeah, that's side of that's arts for you. You have fans, you have people who would like your music and they would want to influence it in their own ways, or this was nice, I don't like this one. And stuff like so. Yeah, you gotta. But if you do not have that identity, you always not be confident. And so I get that point.
And you don't produce your own music, right?
No, but
who produces
the keyboard? Victor is my producer.
And does he have
authority to Mac J? You know? That's how we get down. It's been a few years, just a couple of years into my actual platform releases. I stumbled across Victor's studio as I've been trying to look around for the right one, and just took off from there.
Yeah. What else? What other barriers do you think? You have any? Or then if you don't, you can give me some other solutions, you think?
So I have a third, but I want to find a second.
Okay, perfect.
The good one last.
Because this one, it always ends
because we're all learning, and I think as creators, other artists who are sitting at home or young artists, aspiring artists watching are learning from, and they can relate to these things. And just hearing us talk about it helps you find your own identity or realize why you're struggling in creating your music or getting the fan base you desire.
So I have 2 things. They might be interchangeable, but I still feel them as separate. Second one is consistency.
Consistency.
It's the consistency, because I feel like that comes with identity. You'll find your identity with consistency. if you don't trial and error and figure out like lessons not as like an L, you know, like they're real life lessons. And really be like, damn. Well, in hindsight, it's easier to say I'm grateful to have learned these lessons, but it's actually a blessing to to have learned that earlier than later. If you're ever gonna learn it that way, first-handedly from a book, like whatever it is, how you're learning this lesson, just make sure you're consistent. The more no's you're taking, that means you're on the right track.
Consistency is always key. Because I understand that point too very well. Because if you see what makes these Nigerian artists stand out is that consistency. They are always releasing new projects every time. And that puts you above everyone else in the market when you can keep that consistency. And also those who have been following you, you could keep following and grow the
new content
market.
every day.
So that's a secret, keeping the consistency, keeping it going, and also not slowing down on what you're doing.
Exactly.
So how often do you release new projects? Do you have like a timeline, or it's going with feelings?
I've released at least one every year in the past 3 years. So in 3 years I dropped 5 projects.
Okay.
And singles along the way.
That's cool.
So and when I look at it, like I was so slow. Like that should have been like.
But that's great.
Well, I've made so much more music, and it's like, but I've been so stuck on picking the right ones.
Well, sometimes I find it's hard to be consistent when you have so many other things going on around. When you have other jobs, a family, or other things happening. So that consistency comes around all these other things, and also resources. Do you have the resources to back the consistency? Because like for me, myself as an artist, I've been here, I use my own funds to do my music. So you can expect some young artist who is struggling, working a job, using their money to do the music, to be as consistent as someone with a record deal, or someone who has access to grants and other resources. So it's always gonna vary. Absolutely. And if you have other jobs, and but the main thing is being able to not stop, right, and keeping it at a certain pace.
Well, that's exactly what led me to my third point.
Okay.
It's exactly just don't quit.
Don't quit.
Imagine that. Imagine if you just never quit.
Okay, so not quitting. So that's a good one. That's a good one. If you quit, quitters never win and winners never quit. That was something I learned a long time ago, and only those who quit will never win. And you never know what it was like to win.
And imagine if you quit it some years back, maybe not even get that award, man.
And there's been so many conversations I had with myself. You know the ones you're like.
I think that's just like the ground for you. It's a starting stone. It's just a starting point, and you have like the sky.
And
the limit.
The sky. We just starting.
Do you always have those days when you just think and we're like, man, should I just stop doing this?
It's been some time, and hopefully it don't happen soon. I used to have those a lot.
Oh, yeah?
And it came with self-confidence, like lack of self-confidence. So, like I always felt like I always started rapping first, right?
Yeah.
And then I moved into singing.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that I'm a way better singer than a rapper.
Oh yeah.
But it wasn't until like I had so many conversations with people like, yo, like you can sing, bro, and I'm like imagine if I knew I could sing when I when my voice was
when you know you could sing.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I know, because like the younger you are, the sharper your chords are, and working on your vocal cord helps make them perfect. So if you know you can sing and you're singing more,
then it helps you.
It perfects it.
You really strengthen your muscles.
Yeah, it strengthens the vocal muscles. So, but he didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
So you're a rapper, then you turn into a singer.
Exactly. That's always how it came out. And it was a battle. And I had some singing friends like Zion, and he always tells me till this day, like
Zion.
So that's my friend that's in LA. So
Then I think a few artists have done this, like Drake. They started rapping and then they switched.
Yeah.
And it went pretty well. Yeah, if you know your way around it, and if you've created your identity too, it helps.
It's funny. Even Joe Gaze, you say he started rapping then.
Yeah.
French.
Oh, I know about him. He's fired. He's fired.
Oh, Joe Gaze, something else.
Fired. Hell yeah.
He even produced his own songs. Huh?
I know. I had a conversation with him. He cold.
Yeah.
He's cold.
Yeah.
But
have you ever like?
no, I just met him in the summer.
Oh,
Met him in the summer.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk more and see how we can do more stuff and some collaboration.
So before we finish, we'll vibe here.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have a little
You're gonna vibe here. So with your songs, what's your favorite? You can jump with like 2 or 3 of your songs.
Oh. Okay. Well, we gotta go with the classic. Too Late.
Okay.
I know. Somebody watching this will get so mad if I didn't show that.
If we didn't do it too late.
If I didn't do Too Late. So.
Okay. What year did you release Too Late?
2018.
2018. And what's the market like for it so far?
It's that one got me my 200K milestone.
Oh, 200K milestone.
So yeah,
It's big.
It's big.
So that's a classic.
It's a classic. Like
so what genre of song was it? Is it hip hop?
R&B, slow,
okay,
smooth, like something like.
What inspired you to do this song?
Just I almost broke up with my girlfriend at the time.
Almost break up with your girlfriend.
We need this song. We need this song.
There was women around it.
Well, we ended up breaking up like years later. But at the time we were going through a rough time, and it just happened. It started off in Ottawa.
Yeah.
I was just in rooms where people it's so weird. Like they tell me get creative. They're like, I just want to see you get creative. Like I want you to have a space for that. I'm like, respect.
Yeah.
And then I just find beats on YouTube, and I don't know. I always think that energy's just attracted something. That I took it to LA when I made the hook, wrote the verses with Brandon, and it was just a rocky road on my. I thought it ended, and I thought I heard her. So that's about it.
Do I listen to this song, man?
That's very interesting.
Lately I've been thinking, was it even worth it? All those times I hurt you, now you really hurt it. Ever since I met you, something wasn't working. Girl, I know, but still I let you in, and now you don't want to sleep. It's getting too late. I don't want to leave. I'm begging to stay. Say where's the old you? That ain't even me. Now you don't wanna sleep, It's getting too late. Lately I've been thinking, was it even worth it? Trying to find my purpose, cause you know I've been searching. Baby girl, I'm well aware, I know I don't deserve it. Don't hesitate, you just have to say the words. Ooh, laying you down like you've been here before. Girl, you know this ain't my first rodeo. You talking to me like it's getting too deep, but you dreaming of me when I put you to sleep. Lately I've been thinking, was it even worth it? All those times I hurt you, now you really hurt it. Ever since I met you, something wasn't working. Girl, I know, but still I let you in, and now you don't wanna sleep. It's getting too late. I don't wanna leave. I'm begging to stay. You say where's the old you? That ain't even me. Now you don't wanna sleep, It's getting too late. I pay no attention unless I get the change. I see your intentions, so make it okay. You calling me up when you want me to play, but you tired of me, so you put me away. Hey. Lately I've been thinking, was it even worth it? All those times I wanted you. Something wasn't working. Girl, I know it's good. I let you in, now you don't wanna sleep. Yeah. It's getting too late. I don't wanna leave. I'm begging to stay. You say where's the hold you? That ain't even me. Now you don't wanna sleep. It's getting too late. Yeah. Move signs, ain't one thing I can do, yeah. And that bone man, girl, you looking so good, yeah. Can I lay down? So you think it's up to me, show me, yeah. But she like, yeah. Just want you to love me how I love you, yeah. Learn everything that I can learn about you, yeah. 'Cause you give me my love. But she like, Girl, I'm tryna see you naked. Wanna see the way you shake it. I'm ballin', baby, till I make it. Said I'm a nigga, but I hate it. She was starstruck, now she jaded. She only catch you when I'm faded. She got a body. No one around me, nigga, not lobby. Baby, it's stop, I'd rather go Rari. Said that she want it, now she don't want it. If I'm gonna roll, then she let me know she no regular hoe. I'm on my band, I'm fucking it. Tell me if you want it, 'cause I wanna know. Ain't one thing I can do, yeah. And that bone man, girl, you looking so good, yeah. Can I lay down? Let me show me how. But she like, yeah. Just want you to love me how I love you, yeah. Learn everything that I can learn about you, yeah. 'Cause you give me my love. But she like, Girl, I'm hoping you don't mind it. I'm just trying to get behind it. Trying to figure where your mind been. Cause lately I can never find it. I catch myself rewinding. All the way back to my time when we would do it how you like it, yeah. She got a body. No one around me, thinking a lot. Baby, it's time. She rather go Rari. Say that she want it, that she don't want it. She wanna know if I'm gonna roll. She let me know she no regular hoe. I'm on my baby, I'm fucking it down. Tell me if you want it, 'cause I wanna know. And there ain't one thing I can do, yeah. Can't do shit about moose swings. But she got moose swings, what she gonna do?
Yeah, there you go.
What she gonna do?
That was really cool. That was really, really good.
Thank you, man.
It's amazing song.
Got a lot more than I came from. I didn't know what to do. I should have done some more lit stuff.
No,
I got some upbeat, like fun, you know. Maybe something like that would have been cool.
Yeah, I love upbeat.
Yeah.
If you hear my songs, you know I'm an upbeat person.
I messed up the song title.
I love dancing.
Yeah.
Kinder Mackenzie.
I should have asked you what you wanted first.
No. It's
This is amazing.
Perfect. That's totally. I'm talking about like me now doing something with you.
Oh yeah, let's turn up. Let's turn up.
Feeling like more like upskill.
It's better when you have a song that it's easy to perform, you know? And then you go on stage.
Yeah, even these songs.
Yeah.
Easy to perform. Easy.
I had a show 2 nights ago.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh yeah?
Sold out the back patio.
No way.
Crazy. So I did those 2 and then 2 other songs. And these 2, they encored it twice. Like this one,
no
and the other one. So I performed both of them twice. I was like,
no way.
Really catchy.
Okay, so yeah, man, we've come to the end of the podcast. Nathan, thank you so much, man. You got a brighter future, man.
Thank you, man.
You have really
Big music
amazing
and
songs.
amazing talent, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh yeah. Thank you, man, for coming in and maybe use this time to give some shout out to some people there.
Give a shout out. Whoa, the list goes long. Shout out my family.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Victor.
The producer.
My family now. Shout out shout out everyone in the city that's reaching for something bigger. And yeah, you could locate me on all platforms as NTHN. My Instagram and all other social media is NTHN Solo, but my artist name is NTHN. Yeah, just a shout out to everyone that supports me and just that blinks in this direction, because trust me, you like it over here. So just a blink, and I'm grateful. So give it a chance, and you might fall in love.
Oh yeah.
That's really amazing.
Oh yeah.
To you.
Thank you.
You're amazing music.
Big music, man.
Thank you. No, shout out to you guys for having me as well.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
This is an
for
amazing
accepting to talk to us.
Oh, man.
It's an honor. It's been a pleasure, and it's an honor talking with you.
Yeah. And of course, we come into the end of the episode today.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Nathan. And just like what you've said, is social media handle is NTHN.
NTHN Solo.
Yeah, that's Instagram. And
because we did this solo.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. So
that's great, man. And of course, thank you so much for keeping following the Active Newcomer Youth Ottawa. For those listening on Spotify and other audio platforms, thank you so much. And please download, share, and comment on the podcast so that we know what you think of the podcast. And for those watching on YouTube,
yeah, we really do want to appreciate you guys for following, for listening, for the enormous support we get. We really do appreciate you. Please keep listening, like, share, subscribe, and recommend it to someone. Share it to someone to listen.
For sure.
And impact someone's life positively.
Exactly.
Give us your feedback and let us know how we're doing.
Exactly. And if you have a story that you want to share, the platform is always open.
Yeah.
Just send a text on a website. You can always request to come in on the podcast. You can send us a DM on Instagram or simply a text,
or an email.
The number, or an email to coordinatoranyo@gmail.com, and we host you on the podcast. Thank you so much, and see you next week.
See you next week.
You've been listening to the Immigrant Experience, a program we hope will have an impact on the future of newcomer immigrants and Canada at large. We hope you enjoyed the show, and if you did, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, hook up with us on Instagram at Anyo_2021. #the Immigrant Experience. See you guys next time.